Beer tip of the week is brought to you by thebeerian.com, the fourth or fifth, maybe even sixth blog focusing on Christians who love beer. Welcome to Beer Tip of the Week. My name's Greg Qualls and I'm your host. Beer Tip of the Week is designed for the person out there who wants to do more than just drink their beer, but enjoy their beer drinking experience. Each week, I give you a simple tip to help you do just that. This week, we're going to answer the question to chill or not to chill. Beer, 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 beer. I want to share with you guys a conspiracy. It's taken over the world of beer, and it's killing our taste buds. It's killing our ability to enjoy what God intended us to enjoy, and that's the full flavor of beer. And that conspiracy is the thought that the colder a beer is, the better the flavor comes out of it. It's a lie. It's a lie straight from the pits of hell, and don't you believe it one little bit. It's a conspiracy from the big beer makers in the sky. Well, they're not in the sky, they're, in the United States anyways. And they tell you, make your beer as cold as possible. Make it below freezing temperature. And then your beer will taste so good that angels will sing and manna will fall from heaven. Don't listen to them. The reality is that the colder your beer is, the less likely you're able to taste the flavors in it. It numbs your tongue. It hinders the aromas from being able to come out of the beer. And so that's why I say, don't you dare chill your beer glass. Don't chill it one little bit. So yeah, here's the truth. The colder a beer is necessarily doesn't mean the better it's going to taste. From everything I've studied, everything I've looked at, they say the best temperature to drink your beer at is actually the temperature at which the beer was fermented. Generally what this is going to mean, if it's a lager, it's going to be a colder temperature. If it's ale, it's going to be a warmer of a temperature. In fact, I printed out a little cheat sheet for myself here, and I got this from herestobeer.com. And they have a simple kind of guide as far as temperature range for your beer. They say for Hefeweizens, American lagers, Pilsners, and amber lagers, you're going to want to serve your beer cold. And their definition of cold is from 35 degrees to 45 degrees. That's the coldest you'll ever want to serve any beer. Never want to get below freezing temperature, and here's why: because it numbs your taste buds, like I said. If you're serving a stout, a porter, or a pale ale, like a Sierra Nevada pale ale, you're going to want to serve those at cool temperature. That's 45 to 54 degrees. Okay. Your next is going to be your box, your IPAs, and your amber ales. These are going to want to serve at cellar temperature. This is 54 to 57 degrees Fahrenheit. All these have been in Fahrenheit degrees. Other than that, and then your last on here is your double IPAs, your doppelbocks, and your barley wines. You're going to want to serve those at 57 to 61 degrees, which is considered warm. Whatever you do, the reality is your beer changes flavors, and most of you guys know this. Your beer changes flavors as it changes temperatures. This should be a clear indication that there should be what's considered a good range of temperature for that beer. The best way to find out what to serve your beer at, or to drink your beer at that you're drinking particularly at that time, is go to the website. If that brewery has a website, a lot of times on there they'll have the beer and they'll have what temperature to serve it at. If they don't have it there, you can go check out ratebeer.com or beeradvocate.com. Both of those sites have really good information as far to every beer that you want to drink, and they'll give you a good idea of what temperature to drink it at. So this week's tip, as far as to enjoy your beer more, is never. Well, there might be rare instances if you're drinking a really bad beer that you don't want to taste anyways, but don't frost your glasses. Don't put them in the freezer. Don't get them really cold. That just hinders your ability of your beer for the aromas to open up, for the flavors to open up in your beer. And 2, try your beer at different temperatures. Some beers will taste really good at you know, the temperature that it's prescribed for, and some will taste maybe even better as they warm up. For example, we got a nice Newcastle here. This is a featured beer this week. If we're going to be doing this, I think I'm going to try to feature a new beer every week. Actually, I probably won't, just because I just realized as I'm saying this that I can't. It's too expensive. Just to buy 2 6-packs is costing $20 now. The cost of hops has gone up. Anyways, Newcastle. It's a nice brown ale. If we were going by our chart here, it would probably fall into, I'd say, either the cool temperatures or the cellar temperatures. It's going to be between 45 and 57 degrees as far as serving this beer temperature. But I've had some friends that have suggested that Newcastle at room temperature just tastes phenomenal. So, you know, try it. Check it out. My suggestion is start off with your beer at a really cool temperature, pour it into a glass, take a sip, wait a little while, and just continue to try that beer as the temperature of that beer changes, and just find out, you know, what temperature tastes best for that beer. So that's your beer tip of the week. If you'd like to be a part of this show, we have 2 ways in which you can participate. The first is by introducing the show. All you have to do is state your name, where you're from, and tell the people that you're watching Beer Tip of the Week. You can do this as simply as on a webcam on your computer, or as go to the extent of going to your local bar and wearing your beer-rean paraphernalia. Either way, just send your introduction videos to Greg at thebeerrean.com. And my wife is looking at me right now and laughing. Anyways, the other way that you can participate is by sending your tips to tips@thebeerrean.com. If you have a simple tip that would help people enjoy their beer more, just email it to me at that address. Other than that, my name is Greg Qualls. I'm your host. I want to thank you for watching. And remember, whether you eat or drink, do it all to the glory of God. I'll see you next week. Welcome to Beer Tip of the Beer Tip of the Week is designed for the person who wants to do more than just enjoy their beer. So yeah, here's the truth. You can